Hello, hello, hello. Give me just 1 minute. Hey, cat. What is up? I'm so terrible at this. I need to send out my tweets and everything before I actually start streaming. So I don't spend time in the upfront doing this. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only person who does this. I'm always like, no one's gonna remember if I don't send out a tweet. Eventually we'll get into a rhythm where hopefully people will remember without me having to send something out, but for now, since it's the first week of it, definitely got to send out that tweet. Okay, think I'm good. So we are, oops. Eric already giving me giving me grief. Hi, Eric. Yeah, I was on the phone with my mother who was telling me this insane story, so I'm gonna blame her for why I'm late. I'll throw her under the bus for that one. How's everybody? Hope everyone's afternoon went a lot smoother than mine actually did. I'm only here for the Andy voice acting. I am, you know what? I'm actually getting a little bit of performance anxiety because I know that you're here and I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve the same level of high-pitched raspiness that you were able to give in the last performance. I'm afraid, yeah, I'm afraid that I'm really going to disappoint. We're going to try. I'll be honest, I was thinking about the Andy voice. I probably thought about it 3 times today, and I actually didn't practice. So, oh, you went ahead and read the rest of season 1. Oh boy. How many chapters? Hold on, let me check and see how many chapters is actually in this. Oh, 10. 10 chapters. Okay. Let me go ahead and switch over to the stream, and I need to make sure that you all can actually, hopefully this music doesn't blow my ears open like it did last stream. Also, please feel free to let me know as we get into it. Just want to make sure that the volume doesn't sound too loud or too quiet. So definitely let me know if there are any audio issues. Okay, so last time we left off, I don't even know how to describe what happened in chapters 1 through 3. Essentially, we're playing a character who is dead, and for whatever reason is one of the chosen ones that gets to hopefully graduate into becoming either an angel or a demon. And then what else happened? We found out that their mother, who died many, many, many years ago, is some higher up in heaven that I'm failing to remember the actual name. And we were in the middle of class in chapter 3, and I believe we got attacked by some, I don't even know, like a flower bird creature. I don't even know what to call it. So we just got assaulted on campus. And that was where we left off. Give me 1 second to adjust the screen share. I want to make sure. Okay, I had to redo the screen because it wasn't looking the way that I wanted it to look. Hopefully now it's showing it the way that I wanted it to. Mimi. We had a steamy, steamy scene with her last time. I'm gonna miss the free diamond weekend. I don't think I fully appreciated or took advantage of the free diamonds. And as you can see, I only have 43, so I'm pretty strapped for them. So we're gonna have to be very choosy with whatever diamond options we pick. Okay, but I have a cup of coffee, which I probably should not be drinking because it's rather late in the day, but I need it. And some water. And I say let's go ahead and get started in this. Oh no. Okay. I'm so sorry. I did not know it was going to kick us to an ad the moment we started. This is so terrible. What is this game? I've never even seen it before. Manner matters. Good. How do I get this off my screen as fast as possible? Oh, there goes that damn music. Okay. I apologize if that was extremely loud. How is the volume? Is it easy to hear me over the music? Is it hard to hear me over the music? I really struggle with this app. Good? Everyone can hear me? Oh my god. There we go. Okay, I've got it. Bring the music up a little bit. Okay. How's that? I'm not sure if I think it's probably just my headset volume that may actually be louder, so maybe it's quieter for you. How does that sound? Sorry, I know I've asked the same question like 10 times in a row. Yeah. It's so loud and I just assume it's like that for everybody, but then I have to remind myself that not everyone has their sound from their computer blasting into their ear. But I think I think my ears are not going to bleed on this level, so this is good. Good to see that the sound's actually decent. Okay, so this is chapter 4. I don't know how to say that. Malbonte? Is that the name of someone? I don't know. Who are you? Mimi was pacing nervously back and forth. It's been 10 minutes already. Are you ready yet? Clothes are flying all over the place, onto the floor, onto the bed, at Mimi. I really wish I got the nicer bedroom during Free Diamond weekend. I'm so mad that I didn't. Okay, give me a second. Also, the last time that I started off, we played chapter 1. And I accidentally put a period behind my character's name, so every single time someone refers to her, there's a period. So that's my bad. Okay, Jumper said, I would explain, but that would be a huge spoiler to share who it is. Yeah, I appreciate you for doing that. I am trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can, because I want to be decently surprised about the plot of this book. Oh my god. Free Diamond weekend, I miss you. These are really nice outfits. Holy crap. I guess we're going with delicate dress. Y'all know I hate to spend diamonds. If you listen to the podcast, you'll know I hate to spend diamonds in outfits. I can't stand it. So, I'm ready. That's a really cute... Man, the free outfits in this game are so freaking cute. That's adorable. Could you be any slower? I smiled ashamedly as I went past Mimi into the hallway. Another angel shouldered me, running past me. Teachers were patrolling the sky, looking with concern through the windows. The entire school is buzzing. Oh no! No! I'm not ready! No one comments that you were cheap with free outfits in this game. That's true. That's true. Cass said, at least they didn't drag you about your outfit. Are you really gonna wear that? I wanted a bunch of few NPCs for that. I think the visual novel app where they're super aggressive about you not buying the premium outfit, I think is like Episode. I don't know if anyone here has ever ventured into Episode or played a couple of their like non-canon stories. Or sorry, canon stories, not the fan created ones. They are so rude when you don't buy a diamond outfit. They're like, you look like shit. Come on, let's go to the party. It's so mean. Anyways, I'm definitely stalling because I'm very nervous about this Andy voice. Eric, do you have any tips? The NPC is always wearing the same damn thing. Thank you, thank you. Ugh. Alright, I gotta do Eric proud. Let me just take a sip of water because I'm about to make my voice very raspy. Eric, if this isn't a 10 out of 10 rating from you, I'm shutting down the stream immediately, okay? If I don't get a 10 out of 10, like 30 seconds after doing this voice, I'm ending it all. And we're just gonna try again next week. I never saw this level of panic here. Is that good? I feel like it needs to be more raspy. I think I might be too hydrated to do this voice properly. I never saw this level of panic here. I'm being so serious. If Eric does not reply in the next like 30 seconds, I'm shutting it all down. If he missed that, I would be so upset. Eric said 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you so much for filling in for him. I miss you, Eric. I live for Eric's approval on these voices. Is it actually that serious? I don't understand that reaction, because we literally... Oh, okay. He's working but is listening. You know what? That's what I love about Eric. He's so dedicated. I really appreciate him. I don't understand this reaction from our main character, because she literally almost died last chapter getting attacked by this like bird flower monster, and the idea that she's asking, is it really that serious? Like, yes. I chose the wrong option and she literally died. I didn't roll over the first time I played that scene and her head got ripped off by this monster. So yeah, it's actually deadly serious. But sorry. I apologize. That was unnecessary. Okay, so maybe the sequel's caught a virus and what's her name? Samantra. Oh shit, the voice. Sabantra? This is the most inconsistent voice ever. And Sabantra got scared by something and left its nest. Maybe there's nothing ominous to it? Mimi gave me a weird look and shook her head. This isn't Earth. Everything is different here. Angels and demons crowded together in front of a wall. Okay, so... I guess, listen. You're correct in the sense that it should have been obvious from the fact that there were 3 similar options and only one different one, that I should have taken the one that was different. But for some reason, my brain was like, if I just stay still, it can't see me. That like logic in like horror movies where it's like, if I just stay completely still, the monster will not be able to see me, was obviously not correct. My head got ripped off. I got decapitated. Yeah. Listen, I never claim to be good at these quick time events. I'm not. I will kill this character at every opportunity that is given to me, especially when I'm not intended to. Angels and demons crowded together in front of a wall. What's going on there? Mimi grabbed my hand and pulled me along. Elbowing a couple of onlookers on our way, we managed to squeeze through the crowd. Ouch! Mimi squeezed my wrist and dragged me towards the classroom. For a few minutes, I tried to make sense of what I saw. Someone's name was painted in red letters across the wall. I didn't quite manage to read it, but Mimi quickly put it together and was perplexed by it. What was it? Nothing. Someone is trying to scare us. Andy, please. I can't do this anymore. Andy followed us silently. I hope he stays silent. Geralt was staring through the window, trying desperately to see something in the sky. Without turning around, the demon knew exactly who had come in. Now that everyone is here, I would like to make an announcement. Andy! That's how I imagine her talk. Andy! Laura patted the spot next to her and smiled. We sat next to her. Oh. I don't want to whisper because I don't know if you guys can hear me over the music. Geralt is out of sorts today. As you are all aware, an incident took place yesterday. Rumors about the apocalypse and Malbonte are riddling the academy. The apocalypse? Everyone started to whisper at once, louder and louder, until it turned into a collective hum. Geralt turned around, spread and closed back his wings in one swift, nervous motion. Silence! This guy's scary face is terrifying. Today we go down to the demon faculty. Since we have our mythology class today, I will tell you about what you all are whispering. And you will understand that it is nothing more than a myth and there is no reason to be alarmed. What are the angels doing here? The angels are coming with us. Why? Hell isn't the place for us. I'm confused about the setting. So, the demons are allowed to... Number one, are we in heaven right now? And number two, are demons allowed to walk around in heaven, but angels can't go to hell? I'm so confused about this. Dino's voice made me turn around. He saw me, but immediately looked back at Geralt. We are flying to the faculty in hell. It is as much neutral territory as the academy. Oh, okay. Not in heaven. Uniquely at the academy. We have already explained why we are doing it. Someone touched my shoulder. Hey, Unclaimed. Oh, I love Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Have you ever been down there? No. The angel's eyes sparkled. He and 80, is it 80 Audio? I can't remember how I pronounced it. He and 80 exchanged conspiratorial glances. This is gonna be fun. I love these two. What are you talking about? Vicky. The punctuation. Vicky, am I boring you? No, let's just say you're sorry, man. I'm not gonna throw them under. Well, I don't know. Do you guys think I should? I don't think I should throw them under the bus. That seems really mean. But then again, I've picked like a lot of like angel options. I just feel bad throwing them under the bus. I'm just gonna say relationships. Oh, hey Eric. Relationships matter. Yeah. I really like 80 and Sammy. I don't want to do anything to piss them off. And I don't want to piss Geralt off. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I immediately turned away from the boys and lowered my head. Good. Oh. Good girl. Stop that. Why? I want her to be bad. I kept silent and listened to the teacher. You all know where the portal is. Geralt looked through the window one more time and left the classroom in haste. I'll meet you there. Mimi packed her things and left in a rush. What is going on with Mimi? Oh, I really hate going there. Look at her face. Laura. Laura, baby, shut your mouth. Andy, say something. Oh my god. The facial expressions. 80, how do you do that voice? How do you do that voice, Eric? I don't think I'm capable of it. Yeah, Andy's face is terrifying. Demon threw his hands in the air and burst into laughter. Do the voice. I'm trying. Did you not think that? Listen, that was my best attempt at the voice, Eric. I'm trying my best. She's bugging me. What can I do? Oh god. All this Andy dialogue. It's just, okay, it's just practice. It's just practice to do it right. You can start by saying you're sorry. Is that better? No, I feel like that sounded like a phone sex voice. I don't know if that was really any better. You know what? We're gonna do this terribly, and we're gonna do it with confidence and pride, and I'm gonna try to maintain a shred of my dignity through the rest of the stream, but I'm gonna commit. You like it? Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Laura. It's a demon's nature to be mean and brutally honest. 80 and Sammy headed for the exit. Are you coming, Vicky? I turned to Andy. She should... No. 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 I don't want to. I do not want this man's hands on me. Andy is horrible. So I guess it only makes sense that I do his voice as horribly as he is. 80 and Sammy accosted me on both sides. Please save me from this, boys. Don't be afraid. We'll take good care of her. Thank you so much. They walked me arm in arm out of the classroom, then outside the school. I love these two. I love them. Exactly. That's exactly my plan, Jumper, is to run as far away from Andy until I learn how to fly. And then I'm going to fly like Superman away from this man, because he terrifies me. We went down the stairs and along the rocky edge. Geez, the unclaimed annoy me. Oh, I am right here. I am standing right here. Don't get too wound up over it. They're only humans. Yes, thank you, Vicky. I'm standing right here. Andy is not a demon. I think he's also unclaimed. But yeah, I also thought that all demons would have black wings and all angels would have white wings. I guess stereotypes of anything that every like piece of fiction I've consumed about heaven, right? But no, he's unclaimed like us. And hi, Jumper. He talked me into listening, but love it. Well, you know what? At this streaming channel, we're all about friendly peer pressure, positive peer pressure. So I'm glad that he bullied you into coming here. Bullying into submission of good things, I support of. So thank you so much for joining us. And yes, Laura is also unclaimed. Oh, right. I keep forgetting you're one of them. This is the shadiest conversation. You aren't like the rest of the unclaimed. Your mom. I want to see my mom. I know who my mom is. Stop reminding me about her. Oh my god. I haven't seen her since I was a child, and now even after my death, they won't let me see her. But she's a seraphim. Do you understand what an honor that is? What's the point in honor? I can't see her. We stepped to the edge. I started to swear. Oh my god. Then I shut my mouth and turned away. 80 and Sammy high-fived and burst into laughter. We did say that it'd be interesting. Are we gonna jump there? Sure thing. Oh no. So, who's first? Jump third, jump second, jump first. What should we do? I'm kind of leaning towards jumping first. 'Cause why not? And I just want Sammy and 80 to like me, and I think that, like, the braver I am in this situation, the more that they're gonna like me. First. Okay, so Eric says first. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds, see if anyone else has an opinion on what we should be doing. But I agree, I think first is the way to go. Take a sip of water. Cat says third. First. Got 2 people for first, 1 person for third. Why don't we do a happy compromise and do second? And I'm gonna bet that 80's... I don't know who's gonna go. I want to say 80's gonna go first if we go second. But I want to know. Let's see. I'm gonna say jump second. I'll go second. Alright, be careful not to hurt yourself on the cliffs. 80 went first. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. 80 went first without giving it a second thought. He opened his wings and floated in the air for a while and then dived down. To avoid touching the walls with his wings, he pressed them behind his back, and a moment later he disappeared into the fiery red abyss. I can't say that I'm any better because the first opportunity I got to kill my character I took last time. So, I'm not any better. It's probably good that we went second though, because we can actually like watch a demon's technique into entering hell, which is apparently very important because this seems to be like full of lava. So, don't be afraid, I'm sure you'll make it. Patty, I called him Patty. Sammy patted me on the back. I took a step forward, swallowed heavily. One of my feet slid and hung above the abyss. Oh my god, what is this music? I startled, took a step back and tried to calm my nerves. I need to calm down. I won't die twice. No, you won't. I closed my eyes in an attempt to calm down. It's now or never. I took a long jump. The faces. Ah! I spread my wings. Why haven't we taken a class on how to fly yet? The amount of times that I've had to fly in this game, but I still have no idea how to, is ridiculous. The fall slowed down, and I took in the smell of feathers. Okay. My face was burning from the heat coming from the crack in the ground. It looked as if I'd volunteered to be burnt alive. Pit was approaching. The cliffs were edgy and sharp. I dived headfirst and pressed my wings into my body to avoid getting injured. The speed was increasing, but I tried to take my mind off of it. Yeah, apparently there's no agenda item for a flying class. The walls were burning and melting. Chunks of hot coal flew off the walls and burnt into my feathers. Ow. Finally, the pit suddenly turned into an immense cold and empty place. I flew a little further and came upon massive doors. Ooh. I love the artwork of this game. The landing was rough. I scratched my knees and hands. It took me several minutes to bring myself together to stand up. You're not screaming in pain, so nothing's broken. Thank you for caring. I love 80. The rest of the class and Geralt were already in front of the door. Follow me and don't wander. Don't want to get lost in hell. The giant doors opened slowly with a roar. Geralt led us along the narrow hallways, up a spiral staircase with no railing. Oh my god. This would not pass an inspection. And eventually brought us into a library. Seeing those hundreds of bookshelves, at least a dozen feet high, made my head spin. This is Hell's main library. The first books ever created in our world are kept here. That's interesting. This is gorgeous. It is. I'm so far very much enjoying the architecture of Hell. Geralt walked along the row of books, touching every tome's spine and taking note of the title. Sorry, I need to grab a blanket. I'm like cold right now. Okay. His hand stopped suddenly once he found what he was looking for. Picked up the book, opened it, and skipped directly to the correct page. Very well then, we are here to learn more about Melbonte, right? Many describe him as a monster with massive horns and hooves and tiny angel legs. He has a kind of look that hides unspeakable malice. Oh, he has the kind look. Okay. He has the kind look that hides unspeakable malice. Oh god, these names. Demon Vincetto. Demon Vincetto dedicated several of his works to Malbonte and provided an approximate image. Geralt turned the book so we could see it. Malbonte, where did he come from? You all know about the main rule. An angel cannot be with a demon and vice versa. Oh my god, is he a spawn of them? A long time has passed since the war ended. Angels and demons started to get close, so it was inevitable that it would lead to other things. But no one could imagine the repercussions. An angel and a demon had a child, but this child was different from the rest. The day he was born was cursed. Dead seagulls fell from the sky. That's what everyone is whispering about, right? He said it sarcastically. They gave him a weird name, Malbonte, which translates to good evil. 2 hypostases? Oh my god. And 1 being. The strength he harbored within could destroy worlds. Even as a child, he was obsessed with the idea of war between heaven and hell. It seemed to him that hell was belittled, while it should be in charge of everything. The more Geralt spoke, the louder the whispering and buzz became among the students. Soon, students started to interrupt him. I heard he killed his parents and half of the angels on Christmas Day as a gift to Sepha. Oh my god. I was told he got lost in Adam and Eve's maze and became so crazy that he couldn't tell what's real and what's not. I think I got the Laura voice down. Sheppa himself had to step in. I heard he killed Malbonte. But Malbonte isn't responsible for being born that way. He doesn't deserve to die. Would you be saying that if he had his hand on your neck? He didn't ask to be that way. The mantra of the week. It's not surprising that you're defending him. The demons began to make fun of my naivete. Sorry. Vicky is right. Sepha couldn't kill his own creation. Someone had to. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. It could be locked in a dungeon. That's more humane. Is it really? I don't think that's more humane. What dungeon? Have you been listening? He could destroy worlds. Pretend to agree. I mean, I don't really want to pretend to agree because I actually do agree. And I guess because I've picked enough angel options, I can't really just straight up say that I agree, unfortunately. So I don't know. Should we pretend to agree, compromise, or stay silent? Let me know. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Eric says compromise. Silent. Yeah, I'm kind of not. I don't necessarily want to pretend to agree. Compromise is probably going to get me the closest to how I actually feel about the situation. I'm going to go with compromise. I believe the Sheppa had enough strength to lock up Malbonte in the dungeon that could hold him. Sammy smiled kindly. Aww, Sam, I love Sammy. I love Sammy. Good job. I love him. The debating caught a second wind. Geralt raised his hand, calling for silence. There are many legends about this creature, but they are all wrong. Another wave of excitement took over the room. Geralt closed the book loudly on purpose. Everyone shut up. Malbonte never existed. Oh. What about the rule? There were good reasons to enforce the rule, but it has nothing to do with monsters. The children born from angels and demons survived for only 3 hours. Oh. Every death would jeopardize the balance between heaven and hell, making us weaker. Everyone was silent. The truth seems so dull for you, doesn't it? Spreading rumors and panic is way more exciting. I've never heard of Savantras leaving their caves. Drolt wanted to answer something, but hesitated, and other students started to speak even louder. When the fierce conversation came to an end, I began to examine the library. It smelled of damp, half-rotten books, but this smell wasn't repulsive. That's how history... that's like... that is the strangest sentence. Okay. That's how history smells. Oh, God. Oh. Amid the rows, I saw Lucifer. Ugh. This man is attractive. I can't even lie. He wasn't in class and seemed to have come here to read. Hey, Mimi? Yeah? Why is Lucifer not with us? Oh, he takes more advanced classes. He's light years ahead of us. Mimi gazed at him for a long while and then abruptly turned away. She does like him. She does have a crush on him. I wasn't the only one to notice Lucifer. I heard Laura's voice behind my back. Poor Lucifer. I don't think I have any consistency in these voices. Oh my god. I don't know if my Laura voice or Andy voice is actually any, like, different. Why poor? As if you didn't hear about his relationship with his father. Satan, I mean. Yeah, Laura, we had no idea who his father was. Thank you for clarifying. He's the devil himself. We know! We know! She immediately shut up, scared of being too bold, and couldn't help herself and continued. Good. He's so strict with him. They are annoying, so it fits both. I agree. He beats the crap. Oh my. Wait, hold on. That's actually really sad. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the voice, but that actually makes me sad if that's true. He beats the crap out of him, punishes him with extensive training, difficult even for the birthright demons. 80 cut in the middle of their conversation, smirking. The same can be said about Dino, so there's no surprise why they compete so much. I turn around towards Mimi. You're such gossips. What did you think? You're created in our image and likeness. For a brief moment, I pitied Lucifer and came closer to him. Why are we going close? Why are we approaching him? Oh no. Why are we approaching Lucifer? Hi. He raised his head and stared at me for a while, then carried on reading. Yeah. He's so... Okay, I can either take his book away or attempt again to make him talk. I kind of feel like being a little spicy and taking his book away. I feel like being a little aggressive and taking his book away might be good. Gotta get him to fall in love with you. If that is the way that you go. What do you think? I think he would be interested in me if I took his book away. I think attempting to make him talk is kind of like the angel. Have I decided my ally? No, I haven't. I mean, we all know it's definitely not going to be Andy, but yeah, no, I haven't. I kill main characters for sport, so it's best not to trust me. I think I'm gonna take his book away. I just want to see what happens. I snatch the book from his hands and toss it to the side. Oh. Oh. He jumped up. Oh my god. He jumped up, grabbed my wrist, and pulled me roughly towards him. Oh my god. Hello is right. Ooh, should I do like a deep voice for Lucifer? I feel like he deserves his own voice. He's Lucifer after all. Excuse me. What do you think you're doing? I like that. I like that. I'm actually, you know what? That's the first voice I've done this entire stream that I've immediately liked after doing it. I proudly raised my head and looked him right in the eyes. Trying to get your attention. I like Vicky with an attitude, you guys. I love Vicky with an attitude. Why the hell would you do that? I just wanted to talk, can't I? He plopped in the chair and threw me a smug smile. So, let's see what the Unclaimed has to say to me. He said it with undisguised disdain. Oh. Okay, so we can either talk about Lucifer, about his dad, or about his relationship with Dino. I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of curious about where the talking about Lucifer is gonna go, but I also feel like that's something he could, like, make fun of us for. Father, I feel like, is a little bit too intimate of a conversation to have for your first conversation with Lucifer. And I feel like the Dino conversation is going to make him pissed off. I do think that the About You option might be the safest one. So I'm gonna go with About You. About me? He straightened his shirt and smirked. Are you interested in me? Yes. His egotistical attitude and the mockery made me fly off the handle. I can't believe I felt sorry for him. It's not like that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm interested. It's just that self-absorbed guys like you love talking about themselves. He unconsciously shook his head, betraying his disagreement. He straightened his shirt again, but this time more nervous. It looks like you haven't learned your place in the chain of command. You're at the bottom of the food chain. You have no right to talk to me that way. A spark flared up in his eyes and faded away. His lips trembled a bit. This time you get a free pass for your insolence, but next time you won't get away this easy. Right? I love this. I'm right with you, Kat. I'm into him. Ooh. He grabbed the first book at hand and stared at it. He asked without raising his head. Are you still here? Whatever. I went back to the others without dignifying that with an answer. Whew. Alright. With that scene, he might have moved into my #1 spot. I like that. Totally just dismissed me, and let me tell you something. I'm down for the chase. I'm here for it. Maybe. I won't say it's definitely Lucifer, but I do. You know, there's just something about, I don't know if anyone's necessarily going to be surprised about this, but there's something about the bad boy with the heart of gold, and I know that Lucifer has that story in him. I just feel it in my chest that he has that background, and I love that. I love that story. Droll got carried away talking about some rare books and he didn't notice that I threw a book across the room and that Lucifer was yelling at me. Nobody noticed. That was an interaction we had by ourselves. Okay. Poor Mimi. I don't know how, here's the thing. So far, we have an unclaimed ally, 2 demons, and an angel. And if you're gonna go with the demon, would you go with Mimi or Satan's son? She's got some real stiff competition here. His voice was calm. In a while, it started to sound more distant. My head started to spin and I felt dizzy. I felt weak in the knees. Hey, what's wrong with you? I leaned on Mimi's shoulder, almost losing consciousness. What is happening here? There was not enough air to breathe? I don't know. I was taking deep breaths and after a few minutes the dizziness passed. How are you? Mimi is freaking adorable though. Okay-ish. Sort of. Mimi looks scared. That will be all for today. Geralt opened the library door and stepped aside, waiting for everyone to leave. We descended the old stairs and went out into the hall. I understand the Lucifer love. I just love Mimi. I understand. I think definitely they're 2 of the most interesting. I will say, if I had to rank them right now, definitely Andy's at the bottom, 100%. Without a doubt, at the bottom. Andy's not even in the running. Let's take him out. Bam. In the trash. 3 is Dino, 2 is Mimi, 1 is Lucifer, if I had to rank them right now. As soon as we got there, Geralt was dumbfounded. He ran up to the main statue, which majestically towered in the center of the hall. Who did this? Andy is an ally option, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he is. You can pay diamonds for him to, put his hands on you. Ugh. He shouted it angrily. His voice changed, became harsher, and echoed loudly. Oh god. Every time Andy comes up, I get, triggered. What's up? That's I'm just making up voices at this point. None of this is consistent. Everyone stood around the statue. One part of it represented an angel, the other a demon. It was a symbol of harmony and unity between heaven and hell. I'd heard there was one statue just like that at the academy. However, someone did a real number on it. The demon's face and his wings were completely destroyed, and bits of stone were scattered all over. What's this? Demons began shouting and protesting. This is what happens when you allow angels to come by. Did one of the angels really do this? I don't think anyone in our class did this, actually. Eric said he keeps trying to hold our hand and he stares creepily. And every single time that you fly, he's like, do you want me to hold you the entire time you're flying? And I'm like, no. I don't think, I feel like people are either Lucifer / Dino or Mimi at this point, yeah. I mean, they just introduced Andy in, frankly, the worst frickin' way. He is the creepiest ally, one of the creepiest allies I've come across. I don't know. I don't know if supporting, unless this choice is good if you want to get obvious demon or angel points, but I don't necessarily believe that any demon or angel did this, so it's hard for me to pick a side. Support demons. I do have too many angel points. Yeah. Demons wouldn't destroy their own statue. Yes. None of us would ever do that. Never. Is this sarcasm? I think it's sarcasm. How could they? Mimi and I held hands, trying to calm each other. Silence! Geralt waved at someone. A few demons from the faculty approached him and they began to debate. When they stopped talking, Geralt addressed all of us. You will return to the academy. There is nothing more for you to do here. The statue made everyone nervous, almost more so than the dead seagulls. Very true. Yeah, this is one of the visual novel apps where it genuinely does feel like your choices are actually making a difference in the relationships that you have. So I agree. I don't like what's happening. Apparently it's going to be a fun year. Sammy cast him an angry look. This isn't funny. We looked again at the vandalized statue. Not funny. A part of me wants, listen, I know it's all hinting at something actually ominous happening, but a part of me is like, I wonder if it's just someone like, I think the seagulls and the monster that attacked us are real, but like, what if the rest of this is just a prank? Everything that happened made me feel anxious. I went for a walk in the yard to calm my nerves and ran into Dino. Are you feeling out of place too? A bit. This is all so weird. Dino crossed his arms behind his back, seemingly tense. He had a straight posture, like a soldier standing in front of his commanding officer. He nodded towards the garden. Shall we go for a walk? A walk through Adam and Eve's garden? You said... Oh no, we won't go into the maze. Alright then. Okay, we're going on a walk. We strolled past the maze and stopped in front of the half-angel, half-demon statue, just like the one destroyed back in hell. Why would anyone want to vandalize the statue? Someone is trying to undermine the relationship between angels and demons. But who might be interested in that? It's just a hunch I have. Who knows what's really going on? Dino sat on the bench and looked at the stone face of the half-angel, half-demon. I sat next to him. For many years, I have been coming to the Statue of Harmony to pray to Sheppa, but I never heard his voice. Probably, he never heard mine either. Dino paused briefly, then turned towards me. What's it like to pray to God back on Earth, where the chances of him hearing you are even slimmer? Maybe praying is about getting answers, but rather about finding the hope and enlightenment needed to find the solution on your own? Dino smiled and looked at me affectionately. Maybe you're right. He got carried away by his own thoughts, then suddenly frowned and became sad. I'm sorry for that scene with Lucifer in the yard. It's fine. But what's going on between you two? Dino shrugged. There are many talented angels and demons here, and everyone wants to advance. Power. It draws everyone, like a giant magnet. Lucifer and I are considered to be the best students in the academy, which automatically makes us competitors. But it seems it's beneath Lucifer to compete against the son of a simple teacher. I have to fight for my place under the sun and prove at every moment that I'm worthy. I think this is what's bothering him so much. He thinks I'm a show-off. Dino smiled again without a trace of malice. He took my hand, barely touching it. Thank you for the talk. I think we should go back. We spent too much time alone. They might get suspicious. Okay. Many others are spending time alone. No one's monitoring that. Still. Yeah, I don't understand that comment. What just happened? We stood up from the bench, but I stumbled and flew into the statue. How do you fly into a statue? Ah! Just a question mark. Same. Dino caught me into his arms, preventing the fall. Oh, not this horny face. Oh. Oh my god. Someone get me out of this scene, please. We froze for a couple of seconds. I go. 31 diamonds to kiss somebody? 31? He doesn't even like grab my tit or something? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I know. It's also the most like intense form of rejection, which is recoiling away from somebody. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Oh god. I stepped back and smiled awkwardly. Were you hurt? No, I'm fine. Yeah, I definitely think Dino's like a little boring. He's a little, He offered his hand to make sure I wouldn't fall again. Now, this is getting into Andy territory. We stepped outside the garden, smiling at my clumsiness. I don't really like the trope of I fell onto my crush. It's not a trope I'm a fan of. I was on the way to the room when I felt dizzy again. Oh, my god, can I just take a nap? The walls began spinning, the floor beneath my feet was shaking. There were two shadows in front of me, but I couldn't see clearly. And the next second... Oh no. I fainted. Eric said he's like Chris, what is English today? He's like Chris from The Freshman. He's just there. Yeah, I agree. He's just like he's like the generic male character if Lucifer is like too spicy for you, really. Hello, sweetheart? A woman leaned over me, stroked my cheek. It's just window dressing. Chris, The Freshman was like the first book that I played, and I had no idea how any of these visual novel books started when I played The Freshman, so Chris is just kind of like, oh, a moderately handsome man. And that's the only reason why I kind of romanced him, and then I thought he was boring after like chapter 3, so I stopped. How are you feeling? What happened? You fainted, my dear. Why? Is that even possible? I mean, yeah. Angels and demons can also get sick, but these viruses are different from the ones on Earth. They get sick quite rarely, though. So, do I have a virus? No, don't worry. Then what is it? I sat, touching my head, and started to look around the room. This sometimes happened to the unclaimed. There's no reason to get alarmed. Well, what is this? What is this? It's typically about not accepting your death. Oh. I froze and stared at her. What do you mean? You can't make peace with the fact that you died. Something is eating you from inside and dragging you back to Earth. That's why you fainted. She took a vial of blue powder out of her pocket. Drink this every night to silence your past and erase the memory of your death. I don't want to necessarily erase my... Yeah, I don't think that... She put a hand on my shoulder and carefully looked into my eyes. Trust me, Angel. This is necessary if you don't want to get into trouble. Oh. Sooner or later, this will come to light and you'll be facing expulsion. Do you understand? Oh. Whenever you descend into Earth, you must do it as a higher being, not a mortal. You must leave your earthly problems behind. She put the medicine in my hand. Okay. Weird blue powder. Mimi will take you to your room. Oh, Mimi's here? You must get some rest. She flew over to another patient and spoke to him as kindly and sweetly as she had to me. Mimi came up to me. She was standing behind the curtain the entire time, so I never noticed her. Wow. She looked at me suspiciously, as if I was hiding some sort of secret from her. Shall we? I'm sorry to inconvenience you. Trust me, you're the least inconvenient roommate I've had. Okay. I plopped down, face down into the bed and moaned into the pillow. How am I supposed to leave my life behind this quickly? That's why they gave you the potion. I don't know if I want to take it. Mimi sat down at my feet and squeezed one of them. But you have to. You were warned. My head started to spin. I closed my eyes and moaned again. I'll make you some tea. Trust me, it's nothing like the ones you have on Earth. Thank you. Mimi was making noise with the cups and babbling about something at the same time. And suddenly, I realized I knew next to nothing about her. Mimi, tell me something about yourself. What would you like to know? Oh, tell me about your family, your hobby, and how's my tea coming along? I'll ask her about her family. I'd like to know where you come from. Oh, I rarely see my parents. When I was a child, we spent a lot of time together. Oh, this music is emotional. I went down to Earth with them, witnessed many historical events. I saw my mother whispering something to Hitler. Oh my god. What? Okay. All right. Um. Did I fuck a Nazi? Is did, did I have sex with a Nazi? Hold on a second. I need a moment. Okay, so this is canon. This is canon, all right? All right. Here's the thing, Eric. I don't know. I don't think the majority of people fall that far from, most apples don't fall that far from the tree. Oh, okay. I saw my mother whispering something to her. I saw cities rise and fall. But then my father quarreled with another demon and lost the argument. He was in prison for a long time. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you that one, Eric. My father got out, but he was no longer given so much power. I was sent to school so I could achieve something more and not see the difficulties they had to endure. Same as humans. I was silent for a moment and Mimi didn't say anything either. I thought that the Angels and Demons Academy was a must for everyone. No, you can choose not to go to school. But you won't get to be better and will live forever as a low-rank demon serving the rest. Nothing new indeed. Yeah, it sounds a lot like Earth. Oh, you can ask them multiple questions? Okay, tell me about your hobby. Do you have any hobbies? Hobbies? Oh. Mimi blushed and smiled anxiously. I don't know where to start. Oh, she has a lot of hobbies? Doesn't look that way from where I'm standing. Well, I'm listening. Okay, whatever I'm sent to Earth alone with plenty of time to complete the assignments, I sometimes visit the theaters. She likes movies or plays. Okay, I watch the actors play for the spectators. I've watched how the plots and acting skills improved over the centuries. It's truly amazing. Aww. Would you like to be an actress? Actress? Mimi blushed again. It's not in our job description. That's something humans do. But you'd like it nonetheless. Maybe, but I think I get bored quickly. It doesn't seem like much compared to our studies. She smiled, changed her pose and her facial expression. There she was again, the confident seductress I knew. She'd make a good actress. This is so cute. How's my tea coming along? Almost ready. She stirred the tea a few more times and handed me a hot mug. Try it. I took a sip. The bitter taste blended in with the sweetness and then transformed into a completely unfamiliar taste. It was as if I finally acquired new taste buds and a new sense of taste. Told you. Mimi sat on the edge of the bed. What would you say about inviting the boys over? Sammy and 80, are you gonna invite them? What boys? Yes! Yes! No! Yes! Come on, you could use the... Yes! Let's invite them! You want the angels and demons to see you as one of their own, right? Yes, but no, let's invite them. Plus, they always know the latest news. I'm sure you'll be interested to hear what they have to say. New gossip, you mean? Why is she pissed off about that? I love gossiping. You said it, girl. I'm kind of leaning towards it because... Okay, I need to go, but I'll try to be back next Tuesday. Alright, thanks for joining. Thanks for participating. We'll see you next week. I'm kind of leaning towards picking this diamond option because I genuinely really... Oh, thank you so much. It's so nice of you. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I really like Sammy and 80, and they're like one of the few characters I would actually spend diamonds on. And I think it'd be a nice scene. I'm kind of leaning towards spending it. Kind of want to. I hate when you have such low diamonds and then you have to do this like cost benefit analysis of every choice that you make, where it's like if there's a Lucifer scene after this that I have to pay diamonds for, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so angry. I don't know if the gossip is worth it. I am missing free diamond day. I'm gonna say yes. Let's have some fun. Yay! I just adore the two of them, honestly. I just really do. She started to clap her hands and darted out of the room. Mimi's adorable. A few minutes later, Mimi and the boys burst into the room. So, the Earth is calling... Does she have to tell everybody, bro? Bro. We could get expelled for this. And she didn't even give us the option to tell people ourselves. Okay. So, the Earth is calling to you? Adi jumped onto my bed and unceremoniously made me scooch over. Hey! It's fine. I'm comfortable. You don't have to worry. I love this asshole. I love him. Truth be told, Vicky, this is a serious matter. Those who don't come to terms with their deaths are expelled. Is it that bad outside the academy? No, but the academy gives you options that the rest of the mortals simply don't have. What they're trying to say is that you'd be a complete moron having a brain fart to miss your chance here because of your past on Earth. Oh. Oh. Let's talk about something else. After all, you guys came here to have some fun. Do we look like clowns? Actually, you do. 80 threw a pillow at Mimi, but she dodged it skillfully. I love Sammy and 80. They're like, I love them. I just love them. Also, you're a lousy shot. They started to fight as a joke, which made Sammy roll his eyes and smile. While they're fooling around, let me tell you something. He leaned over me, obviously trying to keep the others out of the loop. Every angel and demon has his own powers. No one really speaks about them. It's sort of a secret weapon. Someday you'll find your own unique talent. It's a bit harder for the unclaimed. Why are you telling me this? Dreams are my gift. Most of the time they are allegorical, unclear, but they always come true. So I had this dream a few days back. You were standing in front of a wall writing Malbonte on it. What's that now? Oh? He peered into my eyes without blinking, trying to see whether I'm telling the truth. I looked away. I didn't want him to rummage through my memories. Did you write that? Did you write on that wall? Oh. No, that's nonsense. Fine, I'm sorry. Shivers ran all over my body. Why would you dream that? I don't know. I don't understand what that dream meant. The time will come and you'll make sense of it. Okay. 80 and Mimi got tired of fighting and rejoined you. They laid on top of Sammy and me. I love this friendship group. Oh my goodness. Ouch, you're heavy. There's another bed over there. Nice try. Don't even think of going near my bed with your dusty wings. 80 hugged me, Sammy and Mimi at once, spreading his hands as much as he could. Vicky, I feel I've known you for ages. Oh, I just love these two. Maybe we've met back on Earth while you were still human. That's not it. She's just one of us. Mimi and I exchanged glances and smiled. I felt genuinely happy, like a child. I was one of them. Oh, that was totally worth all the diamonds. I'm glad I did that. Then the boys left and Mimi was long asleep, but she kept thinking things over while staring through the window. I played with a medicine bottle in my hand, spellbound, watching the powder roll in it. I don't care who killed me. I don't care who I was and who was waiting for me there. These thoughts piss me off and enrage me. Someone killed me, and I should just leave it at that, especially now when I have so many opportunities? Not a chance. Girl, you better take this powder. No! I went to the window and threw the bottle as far as I could. I kept staring at it until it became nothing but a dot in the distance and then returned to bed. I'll find out who killed me, no matter the cost. Is this the end of the chapter? I didn't sleep well that night, and I left a little earlier than usual. There was no one in the yard, and no one scurried back and forth in the hallway. The sky was clear, not a single fluttering angel or demon. I spread my wings and shook them, flexing each muscle. It feels so good. For the first time in a long time, I wanted to be alone, and at the same time, I didn't feel devoured by loneliness. I still had some time before the lecture. I decided to take a walk by Adam and Eve's garden, sit under the statue of Harmony, and think about my life and my death. The first thing that caught my eyes were the droplets of blood on the stone wings. Oh no. We need to go back to bed. Huh? I stopped, holding my breath. Oh. I took a few steps forward and noticed someone's leg coming out from behind a bench. Oh my god! Oh my god! Are we playing It Lives Beneath? What is happening here? Yeah, understatement of the freaking century. No, I don't want to get closer. A few more hasty steps. God. I screeched and recoiled. My entire body was trembling. Tears poured down my cheeks and I couldn't go. Who is it? I heard my own heartbeat and panic gradually took a hold of my body. Who is it? Someone's body was laying on the ground. Their position, or perhaps the rigor of the body, made... Ugh! Made it very clear that they were dead. Okay. I came a little closer to look at the face. Her hair covered her face, but I still recognized the girl. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh no. I'll never get to do the Laura voice again. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Laura. She was laying in a pool of nearly black blood. My skin dotted over in goosebumps. I suddenly realized she was recently killed. Oh, maybe right now. The killer might still... If we don't go back to bed, this is what we get for getting up early. A shadow flashed on them. We gotta go. Oh my god. That's it? That's it? Was it fun to play? I'm horrified. I just walked upon a murder. But yeah, it was fun. Yes. Rate it. I know, right? The only... He said the only hope of... Let's just go ahead and watch the ad because I really need I really need diamonds. But the only hope of keeping Andy away. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. Wow. So we got 1 angel point, 2 demon points, 1 glory point from picking the diamond scene. Holy crap. Oh wow. Okay. I am gonna read one more chapter, but I am gonna take a quick break. You have over 1,600 diamonds. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. Okay. Back. Okay. All right. If you do daily check-in for diamonds, they grow fast. Oh, good. Building a pile. Oh wait, can I do another ad? Is that another? Ha ha ha! I can get more. I'll just I'll just switch so you don't have to watch the ad. That's what I should have done during the first ad. I should have switched the screen so no one has to watch it. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is one of those games where I feel a little bit more compelled than usual to play with diamonds. The story actually feels like it's worth it. Oh god. If you get to 100 days straight, you get 6 diamonds a day. What are diamond rush days? That sounds fun and exciting. I want to know what that is. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what they call them. Gotcha. All right, let's go back. Let's go ahead and get started. Actually, let me go ahead and see if I can reposition. There we go. Now I can get the screen kind of looking the way that I want it to look. Down. Okay. Now I can get the screen looking the way that I want it to look. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on episode 5. Summary is, what has the mirror to do with Laura's murder, and what's a moral choice? This is interesting. Interesting question. Let's play. Oh my god. As if I hadn't watched like 3 ads in the past. Jesus, okay, hold on. Ugh. It's painful. Kat, have you played Heaven's Secret before? I know Eric has. Okay, now we can go back to the stream. Chapter 5, The Assignment and the Punishment. Oh god, Laura. I suddenly realized that she was killed recently, maybe right now. Okay, so we're just picking up on... The killer might still be here. A shadow flashed on the right. Ah! Oh. Um... Mm... Mm... Angel Fenicio ran out of the maze. He wanted to go into the yard, but saw me and stopped. What were you doing in the maze, sir? Do you not see that there is blood in a dead body? Should I do? I'm gonna do the deep male voice. All of my, by the way, if I do a deep male voice, it's gonna be the same for like every single character because I don't have that much. I don't have much diversity in voices anyways, but especially not for masculine voices. So probably gonna sound exactly like Lucifer. So I'm just really hoping that they're like never in a scene together because that'll be really confusing. What are you doing here? I couldn't find the words to say it, so I just kept pointing at Laura. Benicio slowly approached me and looked in the direction where I pointed my finger. I still want to know what you're doing in the maze. He examined Laura for a while without showing any kind of reaction, and then said briefly in a stern voice, "What? What have I done?" What have you done? He grabbed me by the scruff and shook me several times and began to look around. Are you alone? What happened here? I don't fucking know. He looked me up and down with a fierce and incredibly strict gaze. I didn't kill Laura. What the fuck? Ever since you were, oh my god, hold on. I'm so pissed off about this. I have to, ever since you arrived, everything started to fall apart. He exhaled tiredly and put me down. And you've contaminated the crime scene. Did I get that close to it? And you've contaminated the crime scene. What are you doing out this early in the garden? What are you doing in the maze? I could ask you the same questions. I... Get lost and keep your mouth shut. We do not need... Oh, my god, this voice. We do not need any more panic right now. Yeah, downfall of low glory. I just got assaulted by my professor. I walked out of the garden still feeling his heavy gaze on me. Half an hour later, teachers and their help started to burst into dorms looking for something. Mima was standing barefoot on her bed, glaring at Geralt. The demon was opening every drawer and throwing contents on the floor. He inspected the walls, turned wardrobes upside down, and so on. Maybe... Maybe you should check my panties too while you're at it. She didn't bother to hide her irritation. I will if I have to. After searching the room, Geralt came up to me, grabbed my hands a bit roughly, and stretched them forward for inspection. He treats me like a suspect. I don't really have an issue with Geralt. I mean, I understand why... I don't know. Because comply is probably going to be like an angel choice, and don't cooperate is like a demon choice, right? Should I just go with don't cooperate just to get demon points? I don't know. But I'm also very afraid of getting on Geralt's bad side. Like, I'm actually genuinely terrified of this man and what he can do. I don't know if I'm actively trying to be a demon. I just think more so, like, I don't want to push myself because I typically go for, like, the good person options, and I don't want to push myself so far away from being a demon, so I want to keep it, like, balanced. You figured out how the choices work. I'm gonna say don't cooperate because I want more demon points. I broke free and took a step back, hiding my hands behind my back. How dare you treat me this way? You found Laura. I thought when this man sent me away that maybe we would have a dirty little secret together, but I guess he's just spreading the rumor around campus that I've murdered this girl. I didn't kill her. Or is it because I'm unclaimed? If I were an angel or a demon, you wouldn't treat me this way, right? Geralt pursed his lips in exasperation. Leave this kind of logic for the mortals. This is not the way to convince me. What is this look? This facial expression doesn't go at all with this scene. Nice try, though. Geralt grabbed my head, oh, he's doing the thing. Okay, Geralt grabbed my head, forcing me to look into his eyes. He peered at me for a long time, and everything he saw in my eyes was reflected in his. Fine. Everything's clear now. Wasn't that hard, was it? What the fuck is this look? You will gather in 1 hour in the main hall. Why? Someone died. Does everyone know that someone died? Or, like, have I not told Mimi yet? What's going on? The principal wants to make an announcement. Seraph Crowley. Yes. Oh, we're gonna meet the Seraph. He answered sharply, even rudely, leaving no room for debate, and then he left the room, giving someone a sign that this room is done. She's in her panties, and it honestly looks so thin that she's in a thong. Like, I think she's legitimately wearing thong, and he's just like, whatever. What's going on? Mimi plopped onto the bed and nodded her head. Sheriff Crowley never shows himself. Yeah. I've only seen angels of his status once or twice in my life. This is all because of Laura's death. Sepha, this is so scary. She kept babbling nervously until it was time to leave for the meeting. The angels, the demons, and the unclaimed were standing in front of the colossal statue and looking up. Everyone kept staring at the seraph standing on top of the statue. He solemnly looked at all the present. Oh my god. He solemnly looked at all those present and stroked the sea dragon that sat obediently by his side. Is it fire? Okay. We have all gathered here because of the tragic loss that we just experienced. A young soul left this world, never to return. Only an immortal can kill an immortal. But who is responsible for this infernal... Is that... responsible for this infernal deed? The principal waited for the murmur to fade, then continued. And yet I have summoned you here to tell you something still more horrific. What's worse than this? Oh. The unclaimed Laura was killed by a glass sliver. What is that? We examined it and came to the conclusion that it originated from the mirror of non-existence. So she was murdered and then became non-existent? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Everyone started talking at once, spreading their wings, and some began to argue vividly, almost on the brink of a fight. It can't be. Impossible. I'm telling, there's no, all of my men sound the same. There's no difference. The mirror of non-existence was lost, according to the legend. That means that if Malbonte is real, he could be set free, right? Everyone went silent, staring at the seraph. Propaganda of the legend might have severe consequences for you, son. But this mirror is dangerous indeed. It opens the way to places no one should ever go. It unlocks doors that should remain closed. And reveals the darkest corners of the soul that could make anyone lose their mind. That's why they searched the dorms. They were looking for other pieces. To add to all this misery, one of Satan's prisoners has escaped. Oh, Mike, there's too many things going on. We think that Laura's death might be his doing. Everyone started talking at once, again exchanging glances. Nonsense. No one's ever escaped from my father's prison before. It's not possible. Do you think I'm lying? Do they sound... I feel a little bit of a difference of inflection. Not to brag on myself a little bit, but Asti grabbed Lucifer's hand. Lucy. They call him Lucy. Lucy, shut up. He's Seraph. Unlike these morons, I won't revere you and won't take your word for it. Where's your proof, Crowley? Things are getting tense. Your father screwed up, Lucifer. It is time to keep your mouth shut before he restores his reputation. Oh, until he restores his reputation. The common mistake of the children of the powerful is they think they are as mighty as their parents. Lucifer was... Oh my god, I need to stop talking in this voice. Lucifer was standing a few feet away from me, but I saw the muscles on his sharp cheekbones tense up. He's pissed. Until the prisoner is in our custody again, we advise everyone to stay cautious. Do not walk outside alone. Observe the energy of those around you. One of the principals stepped up to the principal. One of the principals stepped up to the principal. One of the angels stepped up to the principal and whispered something in his ear and then left. I am told you have an assignment on Earth, right now. I will not hold you up any longer. The crowd began to disperse, but I froze, staring at the principal's face. Ugh. He might know my mom. It's my chance to find out. I just don't think that, like, approaching... I mean, I guess it's a diamond option, so obviously there must be some sort of reward for paying it, but... I don't know. I will say out of all of the mysteries, probably talking to my mom is kind of at the bottom. And I don't think this is actually going to help me, like, meet her faster. So I'm gonna skip. I shouldn't bother him. Who knows how he'll react? Most likely, I'm not even allowed to talk to angels of his status. That's probably true. Are you coming? Yeah. Oh, why? Oh, it's TikTok. Oh my god. No. Miss Alina was assigning tasks to everyone and soon turned to me. Vicky, this time you will team up with Mimi, Dino, Sammy, and Andy. All the unclaimed must observe the way birthright angels and demons solve their assignments. They are more experienced and their assignments are more complicated because they are trained since early childhood. Are you okay with that? No, not really. Oh, yes. She glanced at my wings. Your first wings were given to you so you could get accustomed of the idea of having them at all. They are lighter and easier to move. But you should grow bigger wings so you can face longer flights. Plus, the flying tournament. Where's the flying course? Where's the class? We're going into a tournament? The flying tournament is coming up, right? You will need stronger wings for it. And how should I grow them? Come here, sweetheart. She stretched her hands toward me and smiled. There you go. Now please, forgive me. Oh. She ripped my wings out with one swift move and hit me on the back. I broke into a cry, but the pain went away as suddenly as it started. That seems really painful. The new wings popped out from the freshly opened wound, causing another burst of pain. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. 102 diamonds? 102 diamonds. Holy crap. I mean, these are some nice wings, but man. Ooh, red free wings? Red free wings? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I agree, Kat. That's crazy expensive. And yeah, we can't get away from Andy. As much as I want to like block him in real life, we can't get away from him. I am sorry, but this is the only way. Miss Lena threw the old wings. She threw the old wings aside and wiped the blood off her hands with the towel she'd prepared beforehand. How are you? How am I? I don't want to be mean to her. I don't want to be mean to her. Even if it's going to get me an angel point, I don't want to do it. I kept silent because saying anything at this point would be rude. My pain and anger merged. But Miss Lena isn't to blame. Yeah, 102 freaking diamonds for some wings, man. I exhaled and sat back in my place. Miss Lena cast me another guilty look and continued the session. Today, Samuel Makoto is your protege. Who's Samuel? An ambitious race driver, greedy to win no matter the cost, who gradually succumbs to losing lower and more base tricks. According to him, the end justifies the means. Vicky, Mimi, and Adi, you have to do everything in your powers for Samuel to win. Dino and Sammy, you should do the opposite. Stop him from winning. Oh, we're competing. Miss Alina smiled. I wish you luck. Mimi took me arm in arm. Today, you're a demon, right? Looks like it. I got the wings to fit it, man. Adi and Sammy jumped into the vortex at once. Dino stepped aside and gestured towards the vortex. Ladies first. You're so polite. You're so gallant, it makes me want to barf. Yes, Mimi, I'm right there with you. Mimi swayed her hips as if pushing Dino aside and then jumped into the vortex. Dino and I smiled at her stunt. As soon as we joined them in mid-flight, Mimi flew close to me. First, we should go shopping. We're gonna go shopping. There's no time for that. I don't care. Shopping. I'm with Mimi. She pressed her wings to her body and changed her position, accelerating to get to the destination point faster. I recommend going all one way, angel or demon, makes the story more consistent for the side you want. The problem is that I haven't decided what side that I want. Mimi almost flew into the store. She quickly ran past the rows of hangers, grabbing things from both sides. Oh no, here we go again. This is gonna last a while. I'm leaving. I'm with you. The boys left, leaving me alone with the shopzilla. Do they have regular clothes here, or is everything secondhand? Vicky, come here. She grabbed me by the hand and pulled me towards the fitting rooms. She threw a bunch of clothes at me. Try them on. Okay. Wow, this is really themed, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not gonna spend diamonds on this. Mimi looked at me skeptically. Something's missing. She pushed me back into the fitting room and began to straighten my hair. You have no sense of style? In a couple of minutes, she stepped aside, pleased with her work. Yeah, I like the simple outfit too. That's the thing about this game, is that the free outfits are just, you know, they're great. Now that's better, yeah. As someone who also has naturally curly hair, someone just running their fingers through my hair, just like, I could actually cry. I turned around to the mirror. Oh no, Mimi. Oh, 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 what is this? Oh my god. Okay, the pink was not that bad. Pink was actually pretty cute. What did she do to our hair? What is this? where's my regular hair? No, she's not a miracle worker. These fingers are very mighty. Where is my hair? What happened? She laughed and left the fitting room. At the exit, Mimi started to flirt with the security officer and then darted off, pulling me along. Oh my god. Can I change my hair? This is awful. I want my hair back. Demons are evil. Demons are evil. If they do that to you, holy crap. Which hair did I have before? Did I have the white one? I just need to change my hair because whatever the hell that was, I'm gonna go with, let's just go in theme. What do you mean hair is like the clothes? What does that mean? I had to change it. I was kind of leaning towards the long red hair the first time that I played. So, and we got some red in our outfit. We got some red in our wings, y'all. It looks good. Thank you very much, Kat. I agree. The red is perfect. What's wrong? Let's go catch up with the boys before they find out. Before they find out. Oh, did you steal the clothes? Have you not paid? With what money? Are you out of your damn mind? I'm a demon. I have no money and I have no money and no shame. Oh, that's what you meant. Most hairstyle choices are ugly. Yeah. I'm gonna burst into laughter because that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I like this kind of adventure. This is nothing. You just wait and see. The race was taking place in the same block that we went shopping. Gawkers crowded behind the fence and cheered on. The racers stood next to their cars, chatting casually. Only one of them stood aside. He was straightening his gloves and casting short glances at his competition. That's Samuel Makoto. I felt it with every cell in my body. My heart started to beat faster. He was my assignment. Oh, he's kind of cute. Hold on a second. He's kind of cute. 80 took me and Mimi aside to strategize. What are you doing? This is war, boys, and I want to win. I'm with 80. Go figure out what your next move is. He dismissively waved his hand at them and turned towards us. So, girls, where shall we start? I don't know what you've come up with, but I'm sticking to my old plan. You're no fun. We'll be right in the heart of the events. Do you agree, Vicky? Agree with what? I don't even know what the plan is. Yes, but 80 was already dragging me towards Samuel. Sam, what's up, bro? Oh, God. What's up, bro? Are you speaking to me? Yes. Do you see any other Koreans here? I wanted to slap him, but 80 seemed to have it under control. What do you want? I don't know if that's the best way to approach this guy, but alright. We pulled the race card really quickly. Good for us. The racer's face turned to stone. We are the assistants of the organizer, and we were told that you could break the rules. We don't need any trouble. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Don't worry, I'll be careful. He smiled, but his grin revealed how confident he was in his winning. Of course, we don't doubt you, but we know... Oh, but you know. Trust but verify. Are all angels and demons into human sayings? We'll drive with you in the car. Samuel got pissed, pursed his lips, but agreed in the end. Suit yourselves, another guy will be joining you. What guy? Oh my god. Hello there. You SOB, when did you manage to do this? So distasteful. At that moment, Mimi stepped in front of the car, swaying her hips left and right and showing off in front of the contestants. I wonder what she did to the girl who was supposed to do that job in the first place. Get into your cars, boys. You two, get in the back. Dino, get in front. But the moment the racer got into his car, Mimi came up to him. My champion. Samuel blushed and looked away as if humbled by his blah, 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 blah. Looked away as if humbled by his own reaction, and then looked back at her. What are you doing? Mimi ran her finger over his neck, whispered something into his ear, and kissed him on the cheek. You must win, my darling. Will you do it for me? He kept staring into her eyes as if under a spell, but he stepped back a bit anxiously. I'll do my best. Do your best. So, when they come onto Earth, do they just look like themselves without the wings? She winked at him and went back to her place, swaying her hips unnaturally hard. Well, well, so this is how she rolls. Samuel watched her go, then shook his head as if to come out of a trance and jumped into his car. Once they'd waved the starting flag, the tires squealed and we were pushed back in our seats. The car was accelerating, tacking between rivals. Okay. The racer ignored the red lights and all other traffic rules. Dino was silent, and I was trying to guess what his game plan was. My attention was caught by his hand stretching towards the glove department. A few seconds later, the car started to slow down. What the hell? No, they look different to humans but look the same to each other. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder... Because it's like, if you can't choose how you show up, like, she could be like an old man swaying her hips in the middle of the street. Like, how do you know if you look seducing to the other person? Dino was messing with his car somehow. No, I'm gonna stop him. I nudged 80, pointing to what Dino was doing. Then he pressed his hand against Dino's back. He started to squirm from pain, but burst into laughter for some reason. What's going on? Stop distracting me! My car started to gain speed again. We took the lead, but another car cut in front of us. Sammy was behind the wheel. He winked at us and blew a kiss as he disappeared behind the curve. You won't get away that easy. He floored the gas pedal. I pressed in it. 80? I'm forgetting how I even say stuff. As if afraid to die. Apparently, the fear of death was embedded into me for eternity. They explained that in the previous chapter when to go see the dad. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense because he would have immediately recognized her as she looked like herself. We flew past crossings, miraculously avoiding collision with other cars and traffic. Samuel overtook Sammy and laughed, joyfully hitting the steering wheel with his fist. Eat my dust. A girl jumped into the road. She was far from us, but our sight and reactions were better than humans. The girl ran a couple of feet and stopped listening to the cars roaring without understanding what was going on. She looked frightened at us, unable to move. Sammy hit the brakes. He sacrificed his wind to avoid risking the girl's life. Dino straightened his back. There's a girl on the road. But 80 did something, and Dino squirmed in pain again. What are you doing? Samuel will drive past her. He must win. Even if he doesn't run her over, the cars behind us will. If it's her time to... Oh my god. If it's her time to die, she will die, Vicky. The law of balance. Dino turned towards 80 and ranged. His look alone made... Am I even saying the names that I use for these characters are so inconsistent. 80, Audie, I don't know what I call him. 80. Dino turned towards 80 and raged. His look alone made 80 begin suffocating. Oh my god, everything was happening as if in slow motion. We have to win, but is it worth it? This is fucked up. Okay, I'm gonna buy myself some time. The only thing that stays the same is your eyes. Yes, I remember that detail. This is fucked up. I gotta win though, sorry. I squeezed squeezed Samuel's shoulders, making him listen to me. Press the gas pedal, we're almost there. Samuel was about to listen to me, but Dino left Adie alone and turned towards me. The girl! Dino screamed into his ear and Samuel hit the brakes. This will affect the future. I almost flew through the windshield as the car started to stop. Samuel turned the steering wheel. The tire squealed. We froze a few inches away from the child. You won. Oh, bam, bam, bam. Several cars hit us. One of them drove past us. Bam! Someone screamed. She did die. I turned my head, but the pain was so terrible that I could barely see the small body writhing in pain in a pool of her own blood. What followed was a nightmare. I screamed and reached for Samuel, who was bent over the child. He was covered in blood. His hands were trembling. He gazed as if he made an important decision, even if he didn't realize it yet. Vicky! Dino got me out of the car and away from the crowd. Adie, Sammy, and Mimi kept away. I told you she would die if it was meant to be. In that case, angels were meant to win. Adie noticed my shivering and came up to me. Maybe you don't see it now, but you did the right thing. Did we? You're a fighter. This is the deed of a true leader. Yeah, it ain't easy to make decisions like that. Demons have feelings too, but we know what necessary evil means. Don't blame yourself. You did a good job. And yet, angels can sacrifice their mission, but demons cannot. Sacrificing your mission, you're still making an angelic decision. It doesn't affect the balance of the world. They kept arguing for a long time. Yeah, this is something that is... This is where it gets difficult being friends with angels and demons when this type of situation comes up. Dino kept aloof. There was no judgment or anger in his eyes, only sadness. He was infinitely sad for that tiny soul. Yeah, it is the ultimate angel versus demon choice. We had a little time left, so we decided to take a walk to forget about the assignment. Dino lagged behind, so I decided to walk up more slowly to catch up with him. I have a feeling this conversation is not going to go well for us. Are you angry at me for what I've done? He looked at me surprised, as if he didn't even notice me come closer. He kept silent for a while. No, you followed orders. My father would approve. Your father is too cruel for an angel. He was amused by my statement. Angels always put themselves in other shoes. With time, it can make you calloused. Dino suddenly stopped, looking at his feet. There were cracks in the pavement, and a flower pierced through one of those. But even in this jungle of concrete and stone, there is a place for something fragile and real. He squatted and was about to pick the flower, but his hand stopped midair, and then his fingertips barely touched the petals. I wanted to pick it for you, but that would make me a hypocrite. Still, this is my gift to you. Will you feel better knowing that somewhere between the skyscrapers your flower is fighting for a chance to live? I squatted near Dino and looked at the plant. Oh god. Oh man, we're really going into this. Okay, I can either say yes, make him do it for me, or say it's gonna die anyway. Oh man, I don't know if I like these demon decisions. They're like really dark. Well, I don't know if I really like it. I chose the angel side when I played. I couldn't do it. Yeah, they really make you feel the guilt of these decisions, like in the aftermath. Whew, that was rough reading that. I want to make him pick it for me. Dino smirked and stood up. Forget it, don't touch it. Dino stepped over it and walked further. Oh, Dino did not like my request. Whatever. Sammy turned towards us. Let's go back, what do you say? Yeah, it's time. We looked up to the sky and the clouds started to thicken above our heads. I felt my feet taking off the ground. The next minute, the vortex sucked me up, but for some reason I resisted it. Oh, we should have taken the powder. I felt something was holding me back. The letter from the police department. I took it with me everywhere I went as if I enjoyed the torture of thinking about the mystery of my death. I took the letter out of my pocket, but a sudden gust of air blew out of my hands and sucked it into the whirlpool. No! I stretched my hand, trying to catch it, and froze that way once I saw that someone else clutched it in their fist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Loud! No! No! If I could pick, I would have thrown out every bit of evidence from our past life because it's just gonna get us into trouble. And now look at who freaking has it, man. I'm regretting antagonizing him earlier, man. I just know it's not gonna be good for us. I'd already see the differences I'd play. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Yeah, I can see this book is definitely replayable. Definitely replayable. Lucifer was also returning from his assignment and was curious about his find. Oh no. Give it back! I was about to catch up with him, but the vortex spat me out. Oh my goodness. I found myself in front of the police station and I ran inside immediately, fearing I might get pulled in again. What the f- I hope he chokes on that letter. I exhaled and looked around. It looks like the vortex read my mind and decided I should come here. Uh-oh. Excuse me, can I help? A police officer was sitting behind a pile of papers, filling in some reports. I'd like to speak to the lead detective on the Walker's case. His face changed and he looked me up and down, examining me carefully. And what's your relationship to the victim? Oh, God. I'm on the third play now. I'm still seeing scenes I didn't see before. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of different ways you can take this story. I feel like her sister is going to be a bad lie. Her distant relative sounds super sketchy. Her friend, a little less sketchy, but still sketchy. Interested party sounds like potentially the killer. So I don't think this. We're gonna get it. Getting rid of interested party. Getting rid of distant relative. I'm gonna say her friend. Oh my god, I'm afraid I cannot divulge this kind of information to strangers, but I'm not a stranger. Now, excuse me, I have a lot of work. I think her father will give you all the answers you're looking for. I don't want to go talk to my dad. Oh, they let you try it again. Her sister? He took out one of the documents, perused it, and said, "She had no sister. Who are you?" Moron. Oh, what? That wasn't addressed to you. Stupid, as if I don't know that I don't have a sister. Okay, oh, well, apparently I'm just picking all the wrong options. Okay, let's say her distant relative. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? The one that works is the an interested party? Are you kidding me? He put the paperwork aside and looked straight at me. This is ridiculous. Can you be more explicit? Here's the thing. I stepped a bit closer to him and started to flirt. Judging by Mimi's actions, we can be tremendously charming if we try. The important thing is to practice. Oh. Touch his neck. Spill water on his pants. Hint to go somewhere more private or touch his hand. I'm gonna go with the touch his hand. I know. Because, man, if this was a living or dying choice, I would have died, like, 3 different times. I pretended to cry and touched his hand. I ran my finger over his hand, then pretended to wipe away my fake tears and touched him again. Please help me. I don't know what to think anymore, and it's killing me. I looked at him intently, trying to make sure he could read my intentions in my eyes, and all of a sudden I could feel my energy slowly taking over his body, subduing him to my will. The police officer kept staring at me and then began to blink fast and finally asked me, What would you like to know? Are you fucking kidding? Did it actually work? I did it. I need to find out as much as I can while he's under my spell. The girl was run off the road. Who was driving the other car? It was a rental from Global Drive. A black minivan. The license plate numbers were NYK357. He handed me their business card but then stopped, confused. But why do you need it? Who are you? Thank you. Who are you? Thank you. Bye. I snatched the business card before he could come to his senses and turned around to walk away. That's when I bumped into Lucifer. Oh, I'm nervous. My crush is confronting me. He threw the letter in my face. Because of this letter, the vortex brought me here. Oh my god, if I pick him as my ally, I'm gonna have to do this voice more often. We'll get busted because of you, and I'm not going to take the fall for you. Fine, don't. Now get lost. I got so scared he caught me investigating into that my fear turned into aggression. Attack is the best form of defense. Instead of leaving Lucifer bent to the side, trying to see the police officer behind me. Did you manage to scoop anything helpful? Instead of answering, I showed him the business card. The unclaimed are capable of something after all. That's... oh, shit. The voice. The unclaimed are capable of something after all. That's unexpected. Let me pass. I pushed him out of my way and went outside. Yes, very sneaky, very sneaky. I kept walking ahead, and every time I turned around, I saw Lucifer lagging behind. My crush is with me, oh my god! It's Lucy! When we arrived at the destination, I turned towards him sharply. What do you want? His self-absorbed smirk gave way to unconcealed irritation. He grabbed... oh my god. He's always grabbing me, guys. He grabbed me by the t-shirt with one hand and pulled me towards him. If I allowed you, for the sake of personal entertainment, to snap at me a couple of times... He clenched his fist a little harder. Ah! It doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you please. Did I make myself clear? I threw off his hands and straightened my clothes, but my voice faltered when I said, yeah, I got it. But why are you following me? Ha! We called him Lucy! Lucy shrugged. I'm already here, so why not entertain myself by watching you? I smiled bitterly at him and began to look for the manager. Fortunately, he approached us himself. Hello, how can I help you? Hi, we're interested in a black minivan. We have several models. Follow me. For how long do you intend to rent the car? I ignored his question, staring intensely at the plate numbers. The manager looked at Lucifer with a tense smile on his face. You know, we only need it for a couple of hours. We want to have some fun watching the sunset from a cliff. Some fun, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna need a little bit of cleanup in the back seat, if you understand what I'm getting at. I'm playing along. I'm playing along. So this is how you want to play it? I can handle it. Oh yeah, you see, Freddy still lives with his mommy. Wow. I took Lucifer's hand. He's a mama's boy, can you imagine it? But sometimes we desperately want to be alone. Oh god. Maybe you need another type of car then. No, we're interested in a black minivan. I got scared we'd go the other way. Well played. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's the car with the license plate number NYK357? Are you with the police? Yeah, that seems like very obviously something you don't ask. He looked at us suspiciously. Apparently, we looked nothing like the police, judging by the sudden change in his tone. Who are you? I'll call the police right now. Lucifer sarcastically whispered in my ear, You're a real pro. Yeah. Wait, that was not a smart move. There's no need to call anyone. I went up to him and touched his shoulder, flirting. You don't need to do that. We can reach an understanding. But the manager recoiled and startled. What? Why is this happening? Am I so so disgusting? Lucifer put his hands in his pockets, making his I told you so face. I'm calling the police. He hastily left to get his phone. I don't understand. Are you sure you're Walker's daughter? Do you know how to do anything? I'm learning. My answer came out too kind considering his harsh words, so I turned around, offended, and added, You're a boy. You're a bore. You have teeth. Oh, this damn voice. You have teeth, I'll give you that. Too bad they're milk teeth. I watched the manager's silhouette leave, thinking how to fix the situation. Oh, the manager is gay. Those tricks would have never worked on him. And you're too inexperienced to sense this. Why get into water when you can't swim? To learn? I don't care what happens. I followed the manager. He was fussing with the phone in his hands, looking nervously at us. Once he noticed me, he began to say something quickly into the phone. You... Before I could finish, someone grabbed the phone out of the manager's hands and threw it to the ground. What are you doing? It's okay to get blood on your hands when such money is at stake. What the hell? What is he talking about? Lucifer pushed the manager into the wall and grabbed him by the throat to give him a scare. The manager started trembling, shaking, and clinging desperately to Lucifer's hand. Blood? What kind of blood? What kind of money? Someone's looking for this driver. We'll get paid generously. Do you follow? And if you don't give us a name, I'll bring your head instead of his. No, please, I'll tell you everything. I worked that shift and I remember him well. He was very, I don't know, detached. And his name was strange, sounded French and somewhat feminine, but he didn't look like a Frenchman at all. Stop annoying me. I want a name. Mitty Lawrence. Who the fuck is that? Mitty Lawrence. Okay. Lucifer let him go, but the manager suddenly started to shake even more, holding out his hands. And another thing. Just 1 second. Oh, he's giving us even more information. He ran into his office and returned with a piece of paper. We always ask for an address. Here. I'm so confused. Do the police not have this information? Was he trying to protect this man for some reason, or is this also information that we could have gotten from the police? Hotel Aphrodite. Yes, your man stayed there. Good job. You can go. I went away without taking my eyes off the scrap of paper. Am I really going to find the killer? Everything seems too easy. Don't I get a thank you? Yes, Kat, I agree. That whole scene. Yes, okay. Every single scene, I get more worked up for this man. I'll kiss him on the cheek, man. I'll do it. I'll spend the diamonds. I stopped and only then looked up at Lucifer. He stood quietly and his face didn't express anything. No sarcastic grin, no answer. Or no anger. I think they prolonged the scene to have Lucifer time. You mean like they edited it after they published the chapters that you're talking about? Lucifer seemed to be studying me. Thank you. I stood up on my toes, touched his hand, and kissed him on the cheek. When I pulled away, I immediately felt his penetrating gaze. Only $8. Only 8 diamonds for romance. He clenched his jaw and his cheekbones became more distinct than usual. You're welcome. The wind started to blow and the clouds were thickening. Lucifer and I raised our heads, watching the sky turning into a vortex. We'd been here for too long. That's enough for today. Also, have we gotten to the point in our relationship where we can call him Lucy? Also, Lucy. What? Will you say anything about what happened here? I have already told you I won't cover for you. But I'm also not going to report you. No, I meant just to make the scene longer. They had you have to go to multiple places. Okay. Lucifer jumped and the vortex immediately took him away. I didn't get into an argument and jumped in right after him. Lucifer put his hands behind his head and closed his eyes as if flying in a vortex was a calming routine for him. I was silent too. Then the vortex started to slow down and we were spat out. But not at all what we'd expected. Why are we here? Damn it! Lucifer began to kick stones and swear loudly. What's the matter? Use your brains, Unclaimed. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. If that makes me stupid, then I guess I'm stupid. Father found out that we broke the rule. Uh-oh. He wants... I'm sorry, I forgot the voice. He wants me to come to him with an apology. I took a few steps back from the abyss and from the furious Lucifer. Oh no, where do you think you're going? He painfully squeezed my wrist. The vortex brought us both here. Father wants to see you too. Father? That is Satan? Yes, smarty pants. Satan himself is waiting for you. Great. Good. 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 Oh my god. Man, we really upped the demon thing, didn't we, this time? Let me go ahead and I need diamonds because I'm really spending some on this book. I'll briefly switch. I don't want to spam the video with ads after having seen like literally 12 during this entire playthrough. But yeah, so we did one angel thing, 4 demon things. So now our angel and demon points are equal. Glory did not increase, 25 diamonds. That was a good chapter. I don't think I'm going to play another one. The last time that I did like a 3.5 hour stream, my voice was like literally dead. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. Whether you participated or lurked, I really appreciated it. I'm actually really enjoying this game. Lucifer and Mimi are probably the only 2 allies that are actually worth my time at this point. And we'll be back next Tuesday. As you can see on the bottom left hand of the screen, if you do want to follow me, first of all, please follow me on Twitch if you're not already. I'm on Twitter at PlayChoicesPod and on Instagram and Tumblr at PlayChoicesPodcast. So thank you all so much for joining me. Actually, I'm very excited for next week because I am loving this book and I'm going to make a solid attempt at checking in regularly to get more diamonds because like I need diamonds to do the playthrough that I want to do in this game. So thank you so much and I hope you all have a good night. Thanks for chatting, Eric and Kat. Remember to do the daily check-in to gain diamonds. Yes, I'm gonna definitely do that because I need this. All right, hope you all have a good night. Thanks for playing along. And we'll be back here again next week, 7 p.m. EST, Tuesday. See ya.